I think even if it may not be resolved today and we'll proceed and vote, it is something that the people of Kenya needs to look at. At what point would an elected member be considered a member of parliament? By the time, that is your opinion, let me speak my opinion. I'm intelligent enough. Assuming office is not the same thing as being elected. The moment the returning officer in your electoral area pronounces you as elected, it is only the court of law. It is only the court of law which can reverse that decision, whether you take oath of office or you don't take oath of office. Once you have been elected, pronounced as such, gazetted in the Kenya Gazette, as a senator, you become a senator-elect. Whether there is elect after your name or the senator, it is still there. So this is a matter that cannot just be wished away. In fact, I think the people of Kenya made a mistake when we passed this constitution. There is a law, when you look at the constitution, just a minute, when you look at the constitution, Madam Presiding Officer, the constitution speaks to no one can be a member of parliament if you are a state officer, but goes ahead to exempt serving members of parliament from running. Now the same should have happened. I don't see why a sitting member of National Assembly cannot run for the office of the Speaker and resign after being elected. That is what happened in 2008 when Kenneth Otiato Marende was the MP for Emuhaya. So if something is wrong with our laws, we need to accept it. Let us not speak, just take sides. You took an oath just a few minutes ago to protect this constitution. There is a problem in the constitution, we need to fix it. But as it is today, there is gray area. And therefore, Madam Presiding Officer, whether you let Honorable Moses Wetangula run or not, the people of Kenya will have to deal with the elephant in the room, that there is a problem with that provision of the law requiring even sitting members of parliament to resign before they become the Speaker of either House of Parliament. I submit my case.
Let us vote. Yes. Let's vote.
Thank you very much, Acting Clerk. I'd like to thank you. I'd just like to say that I believe in freedom of speech. But I just want to rise, Madam Clerk, pursuant to Standing Order number 83, as read together with Standing Order number 107. I'm very surprised that you've been allowing people who have been in this House for some time just to rise on points of order based on no particular order. You know, you know, like my very good friend Honorable Mbadi, I respect him a lot, but he just rose on no point of order. But you know, there was no debate. There's no debate. There is no bill. There is no bill in the House, Madam Acting Clerk. I would like to say this. One, Madam Clerk, you have issued a statement. My very good friend, the Honorable TJ Kajwang, who is a lawyer like myself, he knows that once you have issued a statement, your statement is either factual, in accordance with this House and standing orders and the Constitution, or he gives further information that he has. But he cannot bring third-rate hearsay into this House to challenge your statement. You know, your statement cannot be challenged on the basis of what somebody has heard. You must produce documentary evidence to countenance your statement. In the absence of that, Madam Clerk, you should rule everybody out of order. May I read, Madam Clerk? According to Standing Order 107, a member commits an act of disorderly conduct of that member if he deliberately gives false information to the House. We were told that Senator Moses Wetangula resigned on the 9th of August. That information has not been given to us here. And you just allowed that member just to sit. And he's a very senior member in the bench, of the bar. And I have a lot of respect for him. My submission, kura tutapiga, where we are going to vote. My submission, Madam Clerk, in the absence of any documentary evidence contrary to your statement, I submit that we vote. Thank you.
Honorable members, I would like to respond to the issues that have been raised. Yeah. So members, if you could be silent, I will respond on the matters that have been raised concerning one of the candidates who is standing for election. And I want to respond as follows, generally, especially on the matters that have been raised by the Honorable T.J. Kajwang, who has asked a question about a person who is elected as a member of parliament, and in this case, a senator, whether this senator is eligible for election as a speaker. And I have also listened to the various submissions on the matter by the members who have spoken from both sides of the House. I have also looked at the relevant provisions of the Constitution and the law, and I now wish to communicate my findings on this matter. Honorable members, Article 106(1)(a) of the Constitution provides that there shall be a Speaker of each Parliament who shall be elected immediately